Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman's script, which uses a combination of dots and lines on these 4 different stems to make our consonants. And vowels are a bit trickier. They're these smaller circles, and they have different positions depending upon what vowel they are and if they're attached on one of these 4 consonant stems. So this is a diagram that shows those possible combinations of consonant and vowel teams. So let's go ahead and take a look at this I here. So I's all have lines going towards the middle of the word circle. So this is towards the middle, this is towards the outside. And an I by itself is just like a bead on the word circle right here. And it kind of goes right on that line. But if it's enclosed in one of these 4 stems, it's right in the middle of it. So it's anywhere inside it. Whereas an O would be like on the line of the consonant stem or inside the word circle. So like that or that. And an A would be outside the word circle. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop to this design. So this design is set up linearly, and my justification for linear designs in the script is that even though the sentences are supposed to be read bottom counterclockwise, if you imagine an infinitely large circle, the bottom of the word circle would be, you'd start at the left and then just go right, because it would never curve up because it's an infinitely large sentence circle. So yeah, so if we were to pretend that this continued as a circle and curved up eventually, we would start at the left of that and then go right because you read bottom counterclockwise. So yeah, here's our first word, and then this is the bottom of our word circle, and this line does cross the bottom of the word circle. So this would be the first letter we read, which has 1, 2, 3 lines on it. So it's a shallow divot with 3 lines, which makes it an S. And these lines don't have to be straight like shown here. They can be curved, they can be thick, they can be thin, they can go inside, outside. What matters is that they end on that letter stem. And these 3 do end on that letter stem, so that would be 3 lines on a shallow divot or an S. So S. Then we have a deep divot with 2 lines, so that would be an H. And then we have an E on the line of the word circle, so like that. And I do tend to erase the lines behind vowels just to help keep things a little bit cleaner and to make them look less like dots, because if there's more ink inside there, it looks more like it's filled in and more like a dot and less like a vowel. So we have S-H-E, she, and then we have our next word here, bottom of the word circle. And again, this does cross that center line, so you read this letter first, and there are 2 dots on a circle inside the word circle, so that would be a K. And this word is conquers. And you might be like, why is there a little letter K at the start of the word conquers? And that's because you only use this letter C in proper nouns or in acronyms or something where it matters a bit more what exact letter it is, and the substitution of the letter C to a letter K or an S or even a CH or SH depending on what sound the letter C is making. So yeah, this is substituted to a K because conquers is just a normal word and not a proper noun, so you would substitute that with a K. And we have the O, like a bead on a string on that. So, like there. And then we have this little circle inside the word circle, and it has 1 line on it, so that would be an M, like here. And then we have a circle on the line of the word circle, so we're in this row. And it's got 1 line here, going out, and that would be a QU. Then we have an E on the line of the word circle. 1, 2, 3 dots makes this shallow divot an R. And then we have another shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines on it. So that would be an S. So conquers. And then we have this word, bottom of the word circle, shallow divot. 1 and 2 lines on this shallow divot. So that would be a W. And then we have an H done just like this H with those 2 lines here and here. And then we have an O on that H as well. So who. This word. And then our last word, bottom of the word circle. This is an E, just like this E and that E. So E. And then we have another N done just like this N with a line coming from it. And then we have a deep divot with 1, 2, 3 dots on that deep divot, so this is a D. And then we have a U with a line going outwards. So again, these lines, they can be curved, they can be straight, doesn't matter. But because it goes outwards, this is a U. And then we have another shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 dots, so it's an R just like this R. And then an E on the line of the word circle just like this E and that E. And then we have, last but not least, a shallow divot with 1, 2, 3 lines on it, just like this S. So ENDURES. So yeah, that's the explanation of this design of she conquers who destroys, endures. She conquers who endures is this design. And I hope my explanation makes sense, and I'm sorry my voice is kind of dying and quite a bit, like, rough and grating compared to normal. But yeah, she conquers who endures is this design, and I hope you like it. Bye.